before I kick off here, you should know that all of the decks, save for one, you'll know. Because going a little old school, I still have the Viking Oracle, I still have the Spirit Animal Oracle, got Runes of the Gods in here, and I've got Starseed. But there's a brand new tarot deck today. And it is a Rider-Waite deck, however, it is this very shimmery, they call it holographic. Not really, but still very, very beautiful. You'll be seeing that today. In any case, welcome to your weekend. And as some of you know, if you're new to the channel, this is what a big personal reading looks like. And if you would like one for yourself, if you would like one for free, it's very easy. You subscribe, you bring a friend, the friend subscribes, it names you as the reason they subscribed, and guess what? You both get a free reading. One question for each one of you. If you don't have a friend you can bring along, throw me something off my Amazon wish list. I will give you two questions to be redeemed at any time and a birthday reading. I've got a birthday reading coming up tomorrow for someone. So, that should be fun. And of course my phone is now going off. Who is doing this at this hour? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, never mind, it's just Discord. Alright, so let's get down to it so I can get this in the can. Sorry about yesterday. For those of you who follow the channel, there was a reading yesterday. I had enough time to get the video edited down and got it into the pipe, and the uploads were taking so long I had to leave. You know, your boy's got to work, so honestly, if I could, I would actually do this for a living, but, you know, I kind of enjoy doing this right now. Let's not taint it. Let's not taint it with something as trivial as money. I prefer doing it the exchange kind of way. That Gabo principle again. And Gabo, as you know, is the rune that means gift, generosity, that sort of thing. So, and of course, like for like, because the X shape of the rune is equilateral. So, just something to consider. Plus, it's kind of nice, kind of cutting the middlemen who want all the money out of it. All right, here we go. Got the tarot cards down. Gonna get these oracle cards out, then the runes, and then we're ready to go. But we're gonna see what this weekend holds for us. Personally, I can't wait to see it myself. I can hear some of you on pins and needles out there. By the way, if you've looked outside, if you're in my area, it's snowing. I don't know if it's still coming down. I know it was earlier. I ended up waking up at like 4:30 this morning. No real reason for it. Just woke up. Ended up going to the bathroom and conducting a little business, and looked outside, and there was big flakes of it just falling. Big flakes of white stuff just falling to the ground. Alright. So, let's get on with this bad boy, shall we? There we go. I'm going to come off the couch just a little bit. Here we go. So, starting off, this is you today. The 9 worlds. Your fate connected to the fate of many. again with that sort of where we go, when we go all kind of energy there. And if anyone's offended by me using those terms, show me where the phrase has been, applied as like an owned copyright or a trademark, and I'll stop using it. So, what you do today, the things that you do yourself, the things that happen to you will affect many around you. So be extra careful of what it is you do, say, and think. And this time, the Norns are guiding. You know, yesterday these, and I know you just watched me shuffle these. Yesterday the Norns were the significator, if I'm not mistaken. I'd be willing to bet if I check the photo, because I did get one. I didn't even get to post the preview to it. But yeah, yesterday the Norns were your significator, and the Nine Worlds was the guide. So it looks like we're kind of going with the same vein here. Definitely being careful, because you are guiding and directing, or you are being guided and directed, but you also have to be careful about how you apply it. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, doesn't it? Alright, so spirit animal time. And we've got a koi fish spirit. This one's never come up before. I don't recall ever seeing this be a part of any reading. We've had some repeats in the past, and it says there is always enough. And I'm a little curious, because like I said, this has never come up, so I'm a little unfamiliar with this particular card. So I do want to kind of go there and see exactly what's going on with it. So it looks like this weekend we're being reminded that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state, so regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of this spirit is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. And then, of course, you know that the outer conditions will begin to reflect your inner conditions as well. That's the key thing to remember. If you want the world to change, you have to start with you. There's just no other way. And if your life out, if your external is complete shit, you might want to take a look inside just to see if everything's okay, and fix whatever's not. So let's go to the tarot and find out what's going on. Because again, I'm curious. We have a Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and a Four of Wands. So, the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, they're very pretty, and you can see it here. The Knight of Pentacles, this is very slow moving energy. But this is what we're thinking about. We're thinking about how slowly the money comes in, but how quickly it tends to leave. But here's the thing. Always thinking about new adventures. It's important not to just blindly wander into the next opportunity. It's important to not just blindly go off onto the next adventure. But it's important to have that new adventure, because your potential outcome is going to be cause for a little self-congratulations. You've done the work and you've patted yourself on the back here. Very good energy so far. Now, this is where you go from not really a negative mindset, but what you're doing is you're turning up the positivity in your mental state. In the physical, we have a Page of Wands, we've got the 8 of Pentacles, and we have a 9 of Cups. You know, the Page cards still kind of confound me just a little bit. Mainly because when it comes to the Page cards, I know it's youthful energy, but this one's like a messenger. That much I do remember. This is good news being brought forward. This is your current situation right now in the physical, everyday, tangible. This is that good news. Now, the good news, that comes with you, that is not anything that is set in stone. This is something that leads to your action, which is you will have to do your own due diligence. You will have to put in that work. You will have to get down and really focus. Because what comes next, even though you may be tired and you're whipped and you're just, man, the day is done, you have reason to really celebrate here. And that 9 of Cups is about emotional abundance. Again, with the abundance, we're getting a lot of abundance out of this particular reading today. In your spiritual, we have a big old King of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the 7 of Wands. Now, I want you to take a good look at this King of Wands. I mean, he is really sitting in authority here. All of his creative impulses are well under his control. But he's not ruling with an iron staff. He's very much seated in his own power. So that's what I really want to know about. What is it like when you are seated in your power? Because he is rather uplifting. He's very positive. And he connects with the symbol of the lion. So this is that Leo energy. He knows how to have fun. And there's fun to be had within the realms of the spirit. But he's also very controlled about it. And there's also a little bit of dark energy there too. Not dark as in, something evil. Just something kind of hidden away. Something kind of tucked away. Your action card is, of course, going to be the Hermit. The Hermit is one we've seen plenty of times. We know what that's about. That Hermit goes within. That Hermit's meditation. That means, again, you need to kind of look inward, especially if things on the outside aren't what you want, or what you desire, or what you might think you deserve. Having what you think you deserve, that comes easy. That thought comes very easily to most people. However, you have to do the work for it. And notice how these cards are lining up. You've got that Knight of Pentacles, which everything's kind of moving a little slowly in your mind. You have this Page of Wands, which is good news. Then you have this King of Wands, who is a little playful in the spirit. Then you have this Fool for the new adventure. You have this 8 of Pentacles or coins, however you want to call it, for that drive and that work that you have to put in. And then you have this Hermit, which is all about going inward, right? You have to do your due diligence here. And then we have this 7 of Wands. And this is that really defensive type of energy. With this particular card, you're you're protecting something. You could be thinking that you're protecting your faith, but you really need to focus right here in the spirit. This is where you should be, because your potential outcome is you may have to defend your faith. You may have to protect it. That doesn't mean that you have to go out and, it doesn't necessarily mean it's under attack. It just means you may find yourself in a position where you have to explain it. For some of you filing religious exemptions over this shot, I can tell you one thing: that's where you're gonna be. They send some HR goon down to you, and they don't. Number one, they don't give a crap about your religious views. They don't even care what they are. They don't even know anything about them. They're just testing you to see if your religious views are sincerely held by you to their standards. Sick, isn't it? It is. Anyway, for the Starseed Oracle, we do have Earthed, and this is a great place for Earth to pop up, because when this card comes up, when it comes up for the mind, we know exactly what's going on. We need to take a little bit more of a grounded approach, something a little more realistic. But it also says learning how to be human, be in the world but not of it. So it's okay. It's letting you know it's okay to transcend a little bit. But you're going to have to live in this world. You're going to have to deal with it a little bit. Make sure you kind of figure out where that tipping point toward one or the other is. That way you know where to balance it out. We also have Breath of the Cosmos. Now this is where the physical comes into play. For this one, whatever your religious views may be, whatever that looks like to you, you're letting that entity or that group of entities or the universe itself, whatever you believe, know that you're going to stop micromanaging everything. You're going to try to stop. I mean, the good news comes, you have to do the work that do your best work this weekend, whatever that is, whatever projects you're working on. But you have to be willing to give yourself over to that spiritual realm a little bit. Let it manifest in the physical, and stop trying to micromanage everything. Because when you try to split hairs, that's when you're going to run into all the misery. That's when all of your hard work will mean nothing. Believe one thing. I can tell you this much: life is not fair. This physical world will eat you alive at times, and I've personally seen in just various occupations I've had where someone else will put in they'll put in yeoman's work and they'll completely get passed up. No explanation, nothing. But they'll never complain, because often their departure comes as kind of a surprise. I've seen that before. It's happened, and like, wait, why did this guy give 2 weeks notice? Well, is that really a mystery there, boss? You kind of passed him up for promotion dozens of times. You promoted that pinhead over there, and he's the one that did all the work. Well, why didn't you say something? Because if you couldn't see it, then nothing we could say, nothing he could say could help you. Yeah, I've seen that a time or two. But don't micromanage things. Know that one thing: all the work you put in, the universe has your back. And even though a door is closed over here, if you're getting passed up, if you're not getting any kind of notice over here, over there's a big door open. They're saying, "Hey, come over here. We'll be happy to have you." So, for the spirit. Here we are. Earth School. This is where the Hermit card really comes into play. This is where the Hermit card shines a little bit. See what I did there? Because you are learning life lessons right here, right now, every moment. As long as you're present in that moment, you will learn the lessons you need to learn. You also have growth spiritually. Today, Saturday, and Sunday are great days. If you're looking at that Bible or you're looking at that holy book, whatever it is, whatever that looks like to you, this weekend is a great opportunity to grab it off the shelf and read a little bit more of it. Read for about 25 minutes, take a break, come back for it for 25 minutes, take another little break. You will see the lessons. If nowhere else, you will see it in those books. I don't care if you've got one of these and you're just reading fairy tales. Remember, fairy tales don't teach you dragons exist, they teach you they can be defeated. Finally, to the runes we have Perthro, we have Thurasaz, and we have Ansuz. So, very easy. Number one, trust your intuition. You know, you're embarking on a new adventure here. Trust your intuition. Thurasaz. Thurasaz is really highlighting this card. It's highlighting that kind of hard work. There's going to be some challenge there. Nothing good ever came easy, right? And Ansuz, this one, that communication, that clear breath, if you will, is really, to me, highlighting this card. You will know how to clearly, effectively, calmly, dispassionately protect that which you know without having to do, mental gymnastics in order to protect what you believe. Alright, so very simply put. Also, this is highlighting that 9 Worlds and the Norns card today. The thing is, we are all about abundance. And for some of us, we're working toward that all the time. Here's the thing, there's always going to be enough. You don't have much to worry about. Just remember, look at your current situation, then look inward. If what you see on the outside is not really what you desire, if it's not what you know you deserve, look inward. Then change whatever's inward that you don't like, change that. Work on that. And watch things slowly begin to manifest in the outer as well. Be careful with your thoughts, your words, and your deeds this weekend. Because those are what will kickstart the manifestations that you deeply desire most. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me today. Thank you for having your cup of tea with me. Thank you for just being here. You make it all worthwhile. This is about your power. So start understanding it. Start getting in touch with it. Start really getting to know it. Look inward this weekend. Find out what needs to be changed. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And friends, neighbors, and family, as always, shine on.